Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of chemistry. And of course, in this episode, we're going to be looking at efflorescence, deliquescent, and hygroscopic substances. Okay, or efflorescence, deliquescence, and hygroscopy. All right, so that is what I'm going to be looking at in this episode of this chemistry video. All right, and of course, do not forget to like this video. Before you continue, please click on the like button. All right, you know what make people pass when you click on the like button, other students will easily find this video and they will also learn from it. All right, do not forget to, of course, subscribe to this channel. Subscription is free, FREE. So do not waste any time. Click on that red subscribe button now. Do it now. Ogbani, where they watch. If you don't subscribe, please click on that red subscribe button. And do not forget to share this video, all right? Share to your Facebook, share to WhatsApp, to your friends, your class group. All right, let everybody learn and pass. Okay, there's no joy in only you being happy. Let everybody be happy. All right, so let us see a question from the O3 School JAMB app. All right, this is a 1995 question number 16. 1995 question number 16. This is, it's been displayed on the screen right now. It says, deliquescent substances are also A, they say efflorescent, B, anhydrous, C, hygroscopic, D, insoluble. Okay, so there are many more of this question we're going to discuss at the end of the class. You know how we do it. All right, so please do not run away. Stay to the end of the class. All right, watch. All right, and of course get this application. Okay, this video is even sponsored by this application. All right, it has all you need to succeed. Ask all the past questions, so no need to go and buy past question outside. Also, it has what, of course, what to call a classroom feature where you can study lecture notes, structure, detail according to the JAMB syllabus. So you don't have to go and buy textbooks for all subjects. So you don't have to go and buy textbook at all. And also, we also have the question search feature. Now, after the end of the class, you can just search for deliquescent or hygroscopy or hygroscopic or efflorescence, and question on that then will come out for you to answer. Then what is more is that the mock UTME challenge every Saturday. Compete with your mates, win prizes, get used to JAMB pass and likely exam questions, see your score release every Saturday. You build your confidence, you come the buga. So when they come to say JAMB don't release result, you no go fear at all. Okay, so please go and get this application immediately and activate. Don't be stingy. Some of you, your stinginess, you don't want to pay any sacrifice for your success. So please get the application. So we're going to look at efflorescence and deliquescence and hygroscopic substances. Okay, now when certain hydrated salts, they look at efflorescence first. Efflorescence. Okay, when certain hydrated salts. Okay, when certain hydrated salts, that is salts. Like sometimes the doctor will tell you that keep yourself hydrated. I don't know if you've ever heard that before. They say keep yourself hydrated. It means what? You should drink water. Okay, take water. All right. So hydrated salt are salts that water has been added to. Okay. So when certain hydrated salts, that is water that have what we call water of crystallization. Okay, are exposed. When they are exposed to the atmosphere, what happens is that some of them lose some of their some of these salts, okay, these hydrated salts lose some of their water of crystallization. Some of them lose some. They lose some of their water of crystallization to become less hydrated. They become less hydrated. Okay, you know they were first of all hydrated. So when they lose some of their water of crystallization, they become less hydrated than they were before. Okay, while some of these salts, some of them lose all of their water of crystallization. They lose all of their water of crystallization, and then they become anhydrous. Anhydrous. Okay, so that is the phenomenon that we call efflorescence. Okay, it's a phenomenon whereby hydrated salts lose some, okay, of their water of crystallization to become less hydrated, or lose all of their water of crystallization to become anhydrous. Well, some of you don't know what anhydrous means. Okay, hydrate is just like we're saying anhydrate. Okay, that means remove water. Hydrate, add water. Okay, adding water or add water. And once you now put "and" behind, it means what? Removal. Okay, removal of what? Of water. So they become what? Anhydrated. They become what? Anhydrous. All right. So that is what efflorescence. A phenomenon whereby what? Some hydrated salts which have a water crystallization lose some of their water crystallization to become what? Less hydrated, or lose all of their water crystallization to become what? Anhydrous. All right. So that is the phenomenon that we call what? Efflorescence. Simple as ABC. Okay. Example of salts that can efflorescence. Example of salts that can efflorescence, of course, include one we call blue vitriol. Okay, we're going to see example of some salts that what? That show what? Efflorescence. Okay, number one is what? Is blue vitriol. Okay, blue vitriol is what? Is CuSO4.5H2O. Okay, that's what blue vitriol. Okay, CuSO4.5H2O. Please take note of it. All right, you may just ask you in an exam question. I'm sure this in past question, if I can likely remember, which of the following is called blue vitriol. Okay, the CuSO4.5H2O. Also, we have green vitriol. Green vitriol. This one is what? FeSO4.7H2O. Okay, so all these are the examples of what? Or substances that can what? That can efflorescence. Okay, blue vitriol, green vitriol, which is FeSO4.7H2O. We also have Epsom salt. Epsom salt. Okay, Epsom salt is MgSO4. MgSO4.7H2O. MgSO4.7H2O. All right, that is what? Epsom salt. Epsom salt. We also have washing soda. We have washing soda. We saw washing soda earlier in a not too far episode. That's what? Sodium carbonate pentahydrate, Na2CO3.10H2O. Okay, this also can what? Can efflorescence. Okay, we have global salt. Okay, we have global salt. Global salt, which is what? Na2SO4.10H2O. Okay, that is called what? Global salt. Na2SO4.10H2O. Then we also have what? Cu. This one is what? Just cupric nitrate. CuNO32.3H2O. 3H2O. Of course, this one is just what? Cupric nitrate. Okay, or of course, cupric nitrate or trihydrate. Cupric nitrate trihydrate. Okay, then also have ZnNO32. Okay, that's one is what? .6H2O, which is what? Zinc nitrate. Nitrate pen. This is okay. Hexahydrate. All right. So these are all examples of what? Of substances or salts that can what? That can efflorescence. The blue vitriol, green vitriol, Epsom salt, washing soda, global salt, cupric nitrate, and zinc or nitrate. They are all examples of substances that can what? Efflorescence. All right. So now let's go to what? To deliquescent what substances. Okay, deliquescent substances. We're done with efflorescence. Okay. Now let's talk about what? Deliquescent what substances. All right. Deliquescent substances. So what? Deliquescence. Deliquescence. Okay, deliquescence was substances. Okay, these substances, they increase in weight. They increase in weight when they are what? Exposed to air. Okay, when they are exposed to air. Okay, deliquescent substances are substances that what? Increase in weight when exposed to what? To air. Why do they expose? Why do they what? Increase in weight? They increase in weight because what? They absorb moisture from the atmosphere. They absorb moisture from the atmosphere. They absorb moisture from the atmosphere and dissolve in such moistures and dissolve in what? Those moisture to what? Form a solution. To form a solution. Okay, so we say that the liquid substances are substances that increase in weight when they are exposed to air. Okay, and apart from that, they what? Absorb moisture what? From what? From the atmosphere, because they have been exposed to the air, and they dissolve in such moisture to form a solution. That is what we call what? Deliquescence. Okay, a phenomenon whereby what substances what are exposed to air and absorb moisture from what? From the what? From the atmosphere, and then dissolve in those moisture to what? To form a solution. That is what deliquescent was substances. Many deliquescent substances are used as drying agents. They are used as drying agents. Many deliquescent substances. I think this is a past question. It is a past question. Nobody say I think this one. I show me that's in a past question. So please, you must take note. Many deliquescent substances are used as what? As drying what? Agent. Take note of that. As drying agent. Many deliquescent substances are used as what? As drying what? Agent. Examples of deliquescent substances are 1, P2O5. Or, of course, this one is a P4O10. Okay, that's one example of what? Of deliquescent substances. Another example is NaOH. Okay, NaOH is another example of what? Of a deliquescent substance. They also have what? KOH. Okay, KOH. We have what? Fused calcium chloride. Okay, solution. That's a CaCl2, fused calcium chloride. Then also we have what? Fe, number 5 now. We have what? That is iron chloride. That's FeCl3. Then we also have what? MgCl2. All these are examples of what? Of deliquescent or substances. Okay, so we say that what? They increase in weight when they are exposed to air. Okay, this is because they absorb moisture from the atmosphere, all right, and dissolve in such moistures to form a solution. Those are deliquescent substances. All right, now let's look at hygroscopic or substances. Hygroscopic substances, the last one we are talking about today. Hygroscopic substances, they are just like deliquescent substances anyway. All right, they are just like deliquescent what? Substances. Hygroscopic substances are like deliquescent substances. They absorb moisture from the atmosphere. They also what? Absorb what? Moisture from the atmosphere when exposed. Okay, so hygroscopic substances. Now talk about hygroscopic. Okay, substances. These are substances that what? That they are like what? Deliquescent substances. They absorb what? Moisture from the what? From the atmosphere when they are what? Exposed. Okay, so when you expose them to the atmosphere, they also what? Absorb moisture from the atmosphere. Okay, but they only dissolve in water. Hygroscopic substances only dissolve in water to form a solution. Okay, but remember when we talk about the deliquescent, we say the deliquescent, they absorb moisture from the atmosphere and they dissolve in such moisture to form a solution. But hygroscopic or substances only dissolve in water to form what? A solution. That's the difference between what? Hygroscopic and what? And efflorescent. If not, two of them, they're almost what? They're the same. Okay, so if they are liquid, okay, if they are liquids, they only dissolve in water to form what? Solution. If they are liquids, they only dissolve in water to form a solution. So for hygroscopic solids, for hygroscopic solids, what happens is that what? They are only made wetted or sticky by the water they absorb. They are only made wetted or sticky by the water that they absorb. Okay, so hygroscopic substances only dissolve in water to form a solution if they are what? Liquids. But for hygroscopic solids, they are only made wetted or sticky. They are only made wetted or sticky by the water that they absorb. Okay, we have some few examples. We have calcium oxide. Examples of hygroscopic substances are what? CaO, calcium oxide, copper oxide, sodium nitrate. We also have NaNO3, that is sodium nitrate. We also have concentrated tetraoxophosic acid, H2SO4. All these are examples of what? Of hygroscopic or substances. All right, they are They are also useful as what? As drying agent. They are also useful. Hygroscopic substances are also useful. They are also useful, just like deliquescent substances. They are also useful as what? As drying what? Agents. So that is that about efflorescence, deliquescent, and hygroscopic what? Substances. Okay, let me go over this hygroscopic again. We say that what? They also absorb moisture just like the deliquescent substances when exposed. Okay, and then we went further to talk about the fact that they dissolve in water to form a solution if they are what? If they are liquids. Okay, but hygroscopic substances, solids, they are made wetted or sticky, okay, by the water that they absorb. All right, we talked about some examples. Then, of course, we say they're also useful as drying agents. So now let's go to O3 School JAMB app and take some questions. No need to clean. All right, let's see some questions and we are done. So they say what? In 1995, question number 16 says, deliquescent substances are also what? Hygroscopic. Okay, they are also what? Hygroscopic. All right, deliquescent substances are also what? Hygroscopic. Just like what? Deliquescent, they absorb moisture and dissolve in such moisture that they absorb to form a solution. All right, so A, say efflorescent, B, anhydrous, C, hygroscopic, D, insoluble. Correct answer there is what? Is C, hygroscopic. Now, 1994-16, they say a solid that absorbs water from the atmosphere and forms an aqueous solution. That absorbs water from the atmosphere and forms a solution is what? A, they say hydrophilic, B, efflorescent, C, deliquescent, D, hygroscopic. Correct answer there is what? Deliquescent. 2022, number 12. The phenomenon in which some compounds tend to absorb a large amount of water on exposure to the atmosphere so that they eventually turn into a solution. That is what? Deliquescent. Okay. Somebody will say they don't repeat past question. You are seeing questions on almost on what? On one what? On one thing. Deliquescent. All right. Did I skip one question? Okay. We'll talk about what deliquescent substances are also. Okay. Now they say this is 2001 question number 14. Deliquescent substances are used for A, they say cooling, B, wetting, C, melting, D, drying. Correct answer is what? Is drying. They are useful as drying agents. All right. So this way I'm going to stop. All right. So in the next episode, I'm going to watch, look at what? Drying agents. Okay. We'll look at drying agents, desiccants. Okay. I would love to see you in that episode. Thank you for watching. See you there.